Hey, what's up, folks? Slice 'em here, Slice 'em Gaming. We're live, ready to rock, ready to roll. I'm going to do a couple quick updates to streaming titles and all that, and then, well, not titles, but settings, I should say, and then we'll be rocking and rolling. So give me one hot second. If you can't tell by the stream title, it was a bit of a depressing day. Depressing last night after stream, and then on to today, this morning. So it was very annoying. Very, very annoying. Very annoying situation. So, but we'll be looking over it. We're gonna be watching my video, take a look, some of the things that I've seen, some of the things I did. What's up, T? Good to see you, bud. Some of the things I did, what I did wrong, how I can be better, and the lessons learned from it, and hopefully maybe help somebody else not make the same mistakes that I did. So, with all that being said, let's burn some AQ energy real quick. Yeah, nightmare of a run. Nightmare of a run. Good to see you again, finally. I agree, T. I agree. Good to see you, bud. To be fair, if I was more active on Discord, you'd probably hear from me more often, but it's something I've got to work on. I am Central, so it is 10:20 p.m. basically. Hey, Peanut, hitting the follow button over on Twitch. Thank you, Peanut. Peanut said, I thought I had RFL. Oh, that's okay. It happens, buddy. Hey, what's up, Dexter? Good to see you, bud. It's going well. Overall, can't be really disappointed. SJ1 is still in a position to finish in Masters. We've had a little bit of a rough run, but it's nothing terrible. That's I think that's what's really frustrating, maybe more than anything, is the fact that we've had opportunities to win all of our wars, really, and just have played just sloppy enough to give them away. Sloppy deaths that I would say, if we go back, and matter of fact, if you go look, coming into this last war, I don't know that we only had like maybe 2 or 3 people that had more than 2 deaths on the season at this point. And, we're over halfway through it, but it's been this person makes one mistake, and then this person makes a mistake, and now this person makes a mistake, and it's just been one of those seasons where it's not been terrible, but it's also been just frustrating enough to give headaches. Peanut says, thanks for reminding me of my war. Which war did you have, Peanut? Tell me a little about it if you want. By the way, what happened to Bureau? Better to ask the leader for the drama. It's not really drama, man. Kratz and the Zorbi man, so I saw him 18 featured in and only a Tuma. Wow, that sucks, Dexter. Eggers says, what happened to Bureau? So, us and Bureau just separated ways. It just came down to we operate a certain way when it comes to AQ and AW. Well, not really AQ. When it really comes down to AW, I should say. we have a process. We have a process we follow. We have things that we watch. We have certain expectations, things like that. And he was given an assignment, and he changed it. He was given his assignment. He was given his attack team. He was given his fights. He brought a totally different attack team. He took an extra fight, and then ended up also giving up 2 deaths. We ended up winning the war, but it was really close, closer than it should have been. We were winning. We had 3 deaths at the time. It was, I guess, 6-3, 6-2. And all of a sudden it got real close, which is unneeded pressure. It's unneeded pressure, unneeded headaches, unneeded everything, really. Just unneeded. The thing about it is it's one thing if you feel like your teammate cares. If there's hey guys, listen, I made a decision, I thought this would be better, and obviously I messed up. Sorry, compared to nothing. And that was really the final straw. It's kind of one of those things where it was more of a lack of. It may be just different cultures, but we didn't feel like there was enough concern, enough worry, and then it becomes, if you do it in the middle of this war, what keeps you from doing it in the middle of the next war, or the war after that, or what if it costs us a war? And that's just something you don't want to have sitting in the back of your head, and it's not worth having. So, Peanut says, well, as we are a Silver 3 ally, I tried to help in war as much as possible. And I believe we had found a match, and I hadn't started a war yet. Gotcha. What's up, Jedi? What's good to see you, Calvin? Both of you guys, welcome. A lot of guys from the SG Alliance is in here tonight. Thank you guys for coming in. Wow, that's just arrogant crap, says Dexter. Slice him, I can't stand that kind of nonsense. Here's my thing. Don't die, no problems, right? Don't die, you can come back and say, look, here's the deal. Would we really like somebody to come in and say, hey, before I change my team, here's what I'm thinking. Do you see any reason this team could fail, right? Let's talk through it. Let's confirm. We have planners that put in a lot of time, and sometimes they plan not just for your matches, but what if so-and-so can't make it? I know. For example, as a planner, I know Miso doesn't like to fight in the morning. So if I've got him set up for a fight that I think he's going to take tonight, and next thing I know, somebody gets stuck. We have life happens, right? So somebody gets stuck, something happens, and now Miso is pushed back, and he can't take that fight till the morning. I may know, okay, well, Miso can't take it, but I've got so-and-so. I've got Bureau, I've got Slice him, I've got Watson, I've got Nico, I got this guy over here, Bugs, whoever, sitting in the background that he has a very, he's got the number 2 matchup. Or maybe I want Miso because, overall his kill-death ratio is extremely high for the Alliance. Season after season. 1-2 deaths typically max. Really good player. But you know what? If I can't have Miso, I'm fine taking Watson in that fight because I believe what, let's say I'm in my head, if I'm making odds, Miso is a 99.99% surefire deal. Watson's at 98%. I'm still okay with Watson taking that fight, but if Miso can take it, I want him taking it. Or maybe I'm helping break up a little bit of the workload to maybe help keep some boost off of Watson's plate or Miso's plate or whoever. So you never know why those assignments are there. And if you don't talk and you just do whatever you want, you can actually accidentally lead into other issues. Not to mention that it just so happened in the war that Bureau did this on, he brought in a whole different attack team. And then he died to his mini that he was assigned and said, I died, and that was it. He was gone. Hey, I brought this guy. I thought it would be a better matchup. Well, actually, he didn't even say that. We said, dude, that's not who you were assigned. How did you die? What happened? I thought it would be a better matchup. I died. And that was it. He was done. Luckily, I had a sort of semi-counter. Nico stepped up, took the boss linked. Which it was aspect of evolution, so it kind of played to his favor a little bit. The boss was Gore. He was using Sorcerer Supreme. So we were able to keep, Gore in that L1 rotation pretty easy and was able to use it to really feed Nico's power. So in the end, it kind of worked out. I ended up killing Nova with Cable. I even showed the video. It worked out really well. But it could have went really bad. And that's the thing. You can't have the coulda, shoulda, wouldas when we're looking to play where we're looking to play. It just doesn't work that way. So, yeah. That's just terrible attitude, dude. It is. It's one thing to take your own champs and win no deaths. It's another thing, pretty much, it's like the face to just bring around, take some fights that wasn't assigned, and then die on top of that. To be fair, he didn't die to the unassigned to fight. He died to fights that were assigned to him with counters that he brought on his own. So his 2 deaths were with assigned fights, but with different counters, which to me is just as bad. You pick the counter and then you died with them, so that again makes me question your judgment even more, because those were your counters. You decided that they were better than the counters that the assignment gave you, the planner gave you. So if you're saying you know better than the planner, that's fine, but you should not die. Now, I totally didn't mean to hit him, but so we're going to show my war videos. Last night after the stream, I got off and I did my war fights on one account, I should say. This morning I got on to finish my war fights. And I had a terrible night and a terrible morning. I'll just be very blunt about it. It was absolutely atrocious. It wasn't atrocious. It was very disappointing, I think maybe the proper way to put it. I had one of the most unlucky situations I think can happen. And then this morning I could semi-argue that I had an input issue. Though I'm not going to say that's the case. Maybe I was slow to draw, and I actually got caught with a dex. I mean, with a parry. But I was looking at decks and got nailed with a parry. So maybe I was slow. I don't think I was. I didn't feel like I was. I wasn't playing the fight perfect either, but I was playing well enough that I was going to get the one shot. So it was one of those situations. Very, very, very bad situation. BG's got to Bureau's head. Well, and that was the other problem. Bureau wanted to take and rank for BG's mainly. If I was to say we're anything and rank our focus, we focus probably war first and then over to AQ and BG's. Eggers, what'd you say? I thought I saw you type something, but it disappeared. Oh, you took it away. Okay. I was like, I could have swore Eggers said something. So anyway, it's kind of one of those things where we do focus war first. So for us, losing a war or anything like that, a war focus is always our main focus, with AQ and BG's in mind. Let me put it that way. Off with his head, dude. I was sick last night. My death last night was so disappointing. It was depressing. It was downright depressing. I think I just sat here in disbelief for probably what felt like an eternity. I'm sure it was really 5 minutes or so, but it did. It felt like an eternity. I went back. I reviewed it. I looked at it. I questioned it. I counted everything. I double checked. Sorry guys, I'm just changing accounts here. I'm just burning AQ energy. It was gut-wrenching. It was like getting kicked. It was the worst feeling that I've felt in a long time. I did it when I died to Nick Fury in war. It pissed me off so badly. I was just stunned. I was stunned. I sat there. I stared. I looked. I wanted to... I was ready to cry. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm shocked I didn't wake anybody up in my house. I would have paid anything for a time machine, I think, in that moment. And again, not because of anything. I guess really more so than. Well, you'll see. I'll show you the fight in a minute. Let me burn my AQ energy. We'll look at my my war fights, and I'll show you the mistakes that I made. I tried to dex his L2, and instead of dexing, my champ just stood there. Oh, so I got some stuff popping up in front of you there. Just stood there and took the bullet to the face, and that was the end. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it, Miyagi. That'll do it. All right, hold on. Let me kill this King Groot. Somebody left him with 31%. I wonder what happened there. Well, we're going to start off getting a good punch to the face. Oh man, I hope there's enough time for that to make up for it. We were at what, 22 roughly whenever I took that? Damn it, I don't want to kill him. I just want to delay this. There's 30. Yeah, 38. Okay, there you go. Can I kick you? It probably had quite a few people ready to kick me last night. It was very, very, yeah. Peanut says, the last war, I was told not to take any fights and only to explore. Well, they had almost every spot covered. So I did what I had to and made a team for the 2 fights I knew I could win because they were weak, and I didn't want them to waste upon them. Or waste HP on them. I got you, yeah. Nothing like some good old... Oh. Well, to be fair, I wanted to take the L1, Calvin. I wanted the permanent armor break. I just didn't want to kill him before. And as you can see, yeah, chewing up clock for regen, yeah. I'm glad they're changing AQ. I hate it with a passion. Yeah, AQ's changing, even War's changing. What's up, Booster? Good to see you. It's all getting a little bit of a facelift. Who was that? Oh, L. Faith. All right, my guess is it was late for Faith, so he probably went and passed out. Good to see you, Boost. Yeah. So let's burn this energy, and then we'll watch my terrible war fights, and we'll talk about what I did wrong. And I'll talk a little about SGA1 for anybody that actually enjoys or likes to know kind of where the Alliance is at, and if I can get updates on SGA, 3, 5, and 6, I'll take them. I like seeing where the SGAs are sitting so far. Very proud of all the groups. Everybody's done a really good job. SGA 3 finally filled back up. The guys that came in seem to be great to work with. I'm super excited about those guys. It seems that they finally got themselves back on their feet and rolling. So that's super exciting. So 5, I think, has done well here lately. I didn't catch their last war, so that was the only one I can't really speak on for certain. Why is your champ regenning? I don't understand. Yeah, it's willpower. It's not... you know what? I think I do have max willpower. Oh, it's a very, very blunt title booster. I totally failed my team this past war. So I'll get a chance to really talk about it in the show. By the way, Sly, Did you get a chance to see the defense for war that I sent you? I didn't get a chance to really look at it. No, I'm going to be honest with you, Calvin. I seen you sent it. I didn't have a chance to sit down. I've been super busy. I've got a lot of projects going on inside my head. Matter of fact, I was just telling my officers about it the other day. I got work projects. I've got home projects. And then I've got like little personal projects that are just kind of tinkering inside my brain that I've been trying to put on paper and piece together. So my brain has really been how do I put this? My brain's really been kind of maybe overloaded. Probably has a lot to do with why I've lacked clear focus. I got a lot of focus in a lot of different places. So that's frustrating, but it is what it is. No Mountain Dew tonight. No. Instead, I'm going to be honest with you. I got water. It's delicious. But I went ahead and added some.
So much sarcasm in that.
In what?
It's delicious.
It is. Well, and here's why. I added. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Liquid IV. Fucking delicious. But I went ahead and added the energy one. So I figure I've probably got a good couple hours now of ready to rock and roll and probably do way more than I have planned because I got a lot of stuff going on up here. So I was like, man, I'm kind of a little beat. Last night it was super stormy, and then I didn't, after the stream ended, I got to tinker around on projects and thinking on things, and then next thing you know, so tomorrow I got to get up early, but that's beside the point. We'll worry about tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. Jedi says tea is where it's at. Tea, depending on the tea, I like tea. I love sweet tea. That's kind of from being from the South. By the way, welcome, Bugs. Good to have you back on the mic. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
T, a.k.a. Moon, says, I love SGA. I just had a better opportunity to join a Gold 3 Plat 4 ally, but I did help Callie rebuild. Well, hopefully you'll come back. I mean, after this season ends, I think we're going to have a couple options that are going to be that Gold Plat 3, Plat 4 area. So, yeah. What's up, Rocky? Good to see you, bud. Okay, let me finish these battles, then we'll go to my fights. I'll throw them up on the screen, and again, I'll show you where I absolutely failed my alliance last night and this morning in our last war against Jedi. And it's a war that we really probably should have won. I say that. The fact is we didn't win. The fact is we made enough mistakes to win. And not just one player or two, but multiple players. Players that normally don't make mistakes made mistakes. It was just a really an odd war. And like I said, this season has even been a little odd. From the same point that we've not had one or two players that we look at and go, man, these guys just aren't cutting it. We got a couple guys that we got to do some work with, but the two boots that we've had this season have not been necessarily over performance, but more about attitude and having the right kind of guys in SGA 1. We want guys that are there because they want to be a part of the alliance. We got guys that take pride in where they're at, what they're doing, and in wanting to be and go to the next level and being part of that team. Really a team atmosphere. We refuse to try and let things get toxic or nasty. It happens, right? I mean, anything happens. You lose, you have a bad moment, people are they're gonna get sour. But we try our best to really keep that knocked down. So when we have a player that just doesn't fit that mentality or that mindset, and just doesn't have the what we feel like the desire to get better, that's our red flag that, okay, it's time to move on. I'm fine with mistakes. I'm not a perfect player. None of our players are perfect. Mistakes are going to happen. It's a matter of what you do once you make them. So, again, our two boots this season have been purely off of attitude. None off of performance. And it's been a really spread out, odd season for us. So,
in the chat, everybody wants you to be their dad.
that's kind of, I mean, I think if you ask my kids, I'm a pretty cool dad, so that's probably pretty fair.
Depends on the day that you ask, though.
I'm pretty level-headed with my kids. But, here's the deal. I treat my kids much like, I kind of have a similar mentality with my kids as I do my employees or even the players inside it. Mistakes will happen. A mistake, a kid, they're gonna do things because they don't know. Then we talk about it. Use your brain. Does this make sense? Yes, no. Some things are obvious. After that, don't do it again. Do it again. Now it's a whole new ballgame. Oh, Calvin, I had that happen. Calvin says, my kid wouldn't want to play with me. I'd call him out like a savage for any mistake he made, most likely resulting in them crying. I had this similar thing happen once. It was me and my stepson, and we were playing Mario Kart, right? And so he was like, I don't even like Mario Kart. I'm just too good for it. I said, dude, you don't even know what Mario Kart really is. He's like, no, I'm too good. I'm like, whatever. I said, okay, fine. So he's like, I can beat anybody. I'm like, okay, you're up. So then he ran his race, and he made some goofy mistake. I forget what he did. He fell. He did whatever. You fall off, they come fish you out with a little cloud. And so then I did it, and I smoked him. Beat him pretty bad. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that you could jump over this and that. And I said, yeah, that's why I can tell you, you're not better than me yet, so sit down. And then, of course, I taunted him for probably 20 minutes until my wife was like, Jared, stop. And I was like, no. If he talks smack in the living room saying he's better, he better be ready to back it up. It's just the way it goes. You open your mouth, you back it up. So me and him had a long night of banter back and forth. And he didn't want to play video games with me for a while, but now we play video games again. But it was fun. I mean, it's just the way it is. You say something, you better back it up. I'm doing Mario Kart. I'll lay boots to asses no matter what, who you are or what age. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah. What's up, Wolf? Good to see you. Slicing booted me because he owes me pizza and beer. Lies. Lies months behind. Lies. T talking about he'd be happy to join back after this season. Jedi being from Oklahoma and growing up around older folks, I had a lot of tea growing up. It was mostly unsweetened. Okay, well, that's just colored water. I don't know if you're aware of that. You can drop food coloring. If you don't like the brown color, you could use red, green, yellow, purple, pink. It doesn't really matter. That's unsweetened tea is just colored brown water. You need to find out what sweet tea is all about. It's true. Rocky says he's going to join us on the mic sometimes. Right now, he's blaming his wife. I hope she's can hear. Rocky's wife, if you can hear this, he's blaming you. All right, I'm going to kill this fight, and then let's look at our terrible fights from last night from me.
Whatever you do, Rocky, don't get up and walk to the other room.
Oh, do it. Yeah, that's the best way to really get in trouble. You should try it, Rocky. I highly recommend it, actually. I didn't say he better die. Whew. She's asleep. Volume's low. Damn it. Well, we tried. We tried. All right. Let's go watch some terrible gameplay. Give me a second while I pull it up on my screen. Okay, yep. I don't even have to do that. Let's just do that. Okay. 3, 1, 1 second while I pull this back up so I can read the chat. It would have worked, though. She would have laughed if it would have worked. Oh, yeah. Put it on full blast. Yeah. Bro, Sliceman read one of mine, and I want to give up my mind. I can take your wrench back. Not a problem. All right. Here we go. Let's get these fights up on the screen. All right, so here's my fights last night versus JA. Not many fights. There's really not much here, but we'll walk through them. First thing first, I got Spidey 99. We're going down Path 2, Section 2. I've got Mojo followed up by Domino. Yeah, I mean, neither one of these fights are really anything that's
Unstoppable has joined the chat.
Can't stop, won't stop.
So
There's Miso.
Miso has joined the chat.
So yeah, so neither one of these fights are what I would call difficult fights, and neither one of them really are anything that. Okay, wait a minute. Let me back that up for you folks. For some reason, it got jammed. All right, here we go. Spidey 99, Mojo. This has got placebo. Basically, if you don't bring somebody that can't gain buffs, you're going to gain buffs that are going to wear off. Mojo would absolutely just wreck you over time, not to mention MD. As you can see, it started off a little rough. Totally missed time in the L1, get clipped. And then we settle down. Then we settle in a little bit. I really didn't want to take and push him to a special 2. Mainly because I'm like, man, all I need to do is just do something stupid. Have something stupid happen and this could go south. But luckily we didn't. Whammo with the heavy. I looked at my power. I knew that a special 2 kills him. And so we just looked to finish it. So again, pretty standard fight. It's coming, Rocky. All right, so real quick, I'm going to pause this. This fight is a shock fight. I'll go ahead. I throw on tech boost. I'm thinking to myself, I want to make this fight quick. That's really what I'm looking for. I want to make a quick fight out of this, just to minimize my risk. Nebs is great here. To be fair, iDoom is great here as well. There's no reason iDoom doesn't work, and I'm going to show you why. All in all, this does work. Now, there's a couple things that you got to be mindful of. She can crit fail your heavy stun, so you can't really just go heavy crazy. You got to be mindful of that. So one of the things that I knew inside my head is, if she had a bar of power or 2, I got to be careful, because she could totally evade that, crit fail it, evade, and then land in big L2 or an L1, which could cause a lot of problems.
Was this section 1 or section 2?
Section 2. Okay.
First or second node?
Second node. So it's got the shock.
The EMP?
Yep, EMP. Which Iron Man, iDoom is... he's shock immune and incinerate immune as long as he's got his armor up. No reason to lose your armor here, so you're smooth sailing. Here's where things get dicey, okay? So I'm going to walk you through what happens. And just this is for anybody else that runs into this fight, you're ever doing it, here's something to pay attention to. This is just learning. She's at an L2. Now, inside my head, for a hot second, I thought about baiting the L2. Playing bait in the L2, I don't have to worry about it. She's going to basically have no energy, and it's a longer fight. It's a longer fight. That's really all this runs down to. You bait the L2, it's longer. Doom's damage from his L2 scales with the opponent's energy. Okay? So the more energy they have, the more damage you have. So I'm super close to my L2. Not to mention, the L2 also typically power drains them. So you get a power drain, more damage. They normally, the opponent's power. So ideally here, you want them to have a couple bars of power, hit them. It's going to power drain them and do an insane amount of damage. At this point, I've got power boost back on, and in theory, it would, throw my power right back up and throw my L1 or L2 again just to finish the fight if she survived. Most of the time, it's a death after an L2. Here's what happened. I decide not to bait. I go to it. She procs Lucky because, and here's what makes no sense. The power burn should have burned her.
Well, what happened was your shock didn't turn to the passive shock before you hit her.
Right, but look, right. I guess. Either way, so she gains Lucky.
Power burner if it doesn't switch to that passive.
So she gains Lucky, so power burn fails. So either way, she fails my power burn. It doesn't go through. Now at this point, I've got an invuln. So unless she lands a big bleed, I'm going to survive this. And even if I get a bleed, I've got a regen once you hit 15 or 20% with Doom. I can't remember the exact percentage, but you've got a heal as a backup. I've got an invuln, I've got a heal, and she's got to get a... Oh! In case she didn't read, let's just go ahead and back that up. Back it up. That's a critical bleed. No, the armor did not go away. I instead somehow land this beautiful critical bleed. Not bleed immune, shock and incinerate immune. But anyway, so I land she lands a critical bleed on me, and we can watch my health melt. Large chunks at a time. We'll go ahead and back this up just a little bit more because we'll go in slow motion. Because as it ticks over, there's 20. There's where the hill would have kicked in, and you can see another crit fail. So she failed my power burn. She got Lucky. She pushed a special 3. She landed the special 3 right away. I mean, as soon as the animation was over, she threw her special 3, giving no time for Lucky to fall off. Landed the crit bleed out of the special 3. Not just a bleed, a crit bleed. And on top of it, crit failed my regen. Every safety net that I had in this fight just went down the tubes in like 5 seconds. And right then, I fucking hated it. I was ready to throw my phone through the wall. It was a super depressing feeling because I was just kind of like, I could have baited the L2. And I'm never put in this situation. To be quite fair, there's no reason Doom doesn't win this fight. I don't know. I mean, but here's the thing, Booster. I don't know that it would have combated it, but if it could have bought me another second or two, right? I mean, she's at 17%. She's in assassin range. She's within assassin range. I'm right there to another L2. If this kicks in and buys me another 3 hits, I've got odds of beating her. I mean, there's good odds that I land it and I kill her. I mean, she's melting. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, I'm hitting. Red numbers are there. Crit fail to do more damage on top of it already. And my death. So, would have I killed her? I don't know. But, I mean, literally everything that could have went wrong totally went wrong. Had I baited the L2, you're not at risk. It's a longer fight. I don't do as much damage with my L2. But at the end of the day, it's a safer fight. And because of my, I don't know. I don't even want to say arrogance. I don't want to say, I mean, inside my head, I thought I was taking the right route. I thought to myself, if I land this L2 with 2 bars of power, I power drain her, I do more damage, and then I go to bait an L2. Worst case scenario, if I don't have my L2 back, hell, I can even throw an L1, which power locks her. There's a lot of ways to deal with this, and instead, it literally went from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, with no way of stopping. And everything that could go wrong, every safety net, everything that I had put in place went down the tubes. So, very frustrating fight. You know, and we had a lot of discussion about it in officer chat. We talked about it in Alliance chat and stuff. They're like, oh, this is why we should always sign Nimrod. Nimrod's guaranteed. I mean, Alex, you know, I see Alex saying only Nimrod can smoke her safely over and over again. I've seen Nimrod die to her on this node just because the shocks can get out of hand if she doesn't play into your lap perfectly, or if it gets a little dicey, you make a mistake. This isn't a champ problem. This wasn't due to iDoom. This was due to me playing bad. This has nothing to do with the champion. This had everything to do with me. Everything. 122.222%. I don't even know why that number, but that's all of it. Everything. It was, you could say, selfish play, but I wouldn't even go there. It was literally what I thought would end the fight the fastest. And at this point, I don't know what I was even worried about that for. We were so far behind on time. It's not like my fight here was going to make the difference, right? So, it just was, it was a terrible, terrible situation, a terrible series of thought processes. Yeah, no, just, that was literally the only thing, the only mistake I made. But it goes to show, and this kind of comes back to where I push back, and I talk with the officers a lot, and we talk about, you know, well, this guy's got this many deaths and this death and that death. You know, I don't think I'm a bad player. Definitely not near as bad as I fucking used to be. You know, you see a lot of the guys that are OGs of the channel that have been around for a long, long time, they talk about my face blocking. Yeah, I mean, I'll take hits. Whenever I'm playing and I'm just streaming and I'm bullshitting around, like, I really don't give a fuck, right? Like, I'm just here to hang out with you guys and talk and have fun, and I really don't care about the content. I don't care about Battlegrounds. None of that stuff excites me at all. And to be quite fair, there's many times I think about quitting MCOC because the game itself is very boring to me. The thing that I love is the competitive thing, the competitive side that Alliance War brings. You know, it's been the thing that's made me want to get better all the time. Any content can be beaten with enough units. You know, and to be very honest, I don't have a problem getting units. If I want units, I can go get units. I could care less. So content's not exciting. None of that stuff is anything that looks at me, and I don't want to say it doesn't challenge me. It's just not the thing that drives me, right, inside the game. But this does. Alliance War is the thing that makes me want to be a better player. It makes me want to be good. And I can tell you from when I started to, as Miso said, when I was in, you know, my brief break when I went into Omni before we decided to really take Slice'em Gaming Alliance and push it into War, you know, all of those things. This is what I've always enjoyed was the War, the competitive aspect of it. So But this goes to show one mistake, one silly mistake, a mistake that I really didn't account for. Nowhere in my brain did I think to myself, I could fail the power drain, tank the L3, get a crit bleed out by 15% chunks at a time, crit fail my regen, and have her not close enough to death that I couldn't finish her off. Look, there's a million things that run through my head during that run, and nowhere did I think any of those would lead to a death. And yet, one small failure on my end, one small failure for proper prep, for proper thought process, for proper walking through what ifs. If this happened, will this happen? One bad chess move on my side led to my death and led to a terrible amount of pressure to my other teammates. In a war that we could have and should have had a really good shot at possibly winning. And again, that's not just been me this season. I mean, these are my first 2 deaths in wars where I would say, I don't want to say it really mattered, but in a moment that was needed. And I failed on this one. And we're going to look at another one here in a minute, but it's fine to tank special 3 with invuln, but not against a special that can bleed or... Well, and that's just it. I had no plans to tank. I had no plans on tanking a special 3. I realistically thought to myself that I was going to power burn her. I really thought, okay, she was never going to hit the special 3. She's going to stay right. She's going to stay right at that special 2. As soon as I land, be prepared to bait. If I don't have another special 2 available, or even a special 1. I mean, I do special 1 power locks them. So I thought to myself, I got a couple different ways out of this. Even with her being at a high power level, I didn't think that it was going to go in that direction. And it sure did. It spun really quick and really fast and very disappointing. Busy says you're in SGA 1, right? I am, yeah. Yeah, SGA 1 is where I've got both of my main accounts. Is those small calls that can make a difference? Absolutely they can, yeah. Miso says, yeah, when we were in Omni laughing, yeah. I wasn't terrible in Omni, but I sure wasn't anywhere where I feel I'm at now. Yeah, Rocky, as soon as I saw that it didn't burn the energy, I'll be honest with you, it felt terrible, and inside my head, I started running through all the scenarios, right? Like, as it was going inside my head, it just started clicking. Okay, she's going to get her special 3, I've got an invuln boost, and I started going back through the fight. I've never been hit, so I've got an invuln boost. I should be safe there. Worst case scenario, more than likely, she ticks on a bleed. I'm going to have to operate underneath a little bit of a time crunch. If my health gets low, my regen will give me another couple second windows. Holy crap. Be crazy. Thank you, Be Crazy. Be Crazy says, gifted 5 Sisum Gaming memberships. Hey, thanks, Be Crazy. That's awesome. That's pretty, wow, that's awesome, yeah. Real quick, Busy says, I'm in there with you, bro. My boy, Showtime got me in there. So, okay, so you're at SGA 3. You're part of the crew that just came in. Dude, that's awesome, Be Crazy. Thank you so much. A lot of gifted memberships there. Matter of fact, we now went from 7 to 12. The goal was to get over 10. So, that's badass. Carter says, liked up. Hey, thank you, Carter. So I did say if we ever got over 10 on a deal, we'll do a giveaway. So here in a minute, we'll do a giveaway. If Busy's in SGA 3, cool. Guys, here in a minute, we'll do a giveaway. Matter of fact, we got 21 viewers. We get a couple more, we'll throw it up even higher. So anyways, so there was the death. And honestly, Rocky, yeah, as soon as I saw her throwing the L3, I thought I still had a chance. I thought there was a couple safety nets in place. I didn't really think even a crit bleed would kill me all the way out, but it did. It was very, very, very sad. And so, not much health left, and you can see here, she died in under 9 seconds. So that goes to show you, had the regen kicked in, I think I get the kill, Booster. Booster, you were asking a while ago, would the regen have made the difference? I think the regen would have given me enough time to get the kill. 9 seconds from the start of a fight, I'm already in the fight. She's got shocks rolling on her. I think it's less than 5 seconds, really, to probably finish killing her. Subbed up. Carter, I'm always around late night. Normally I stream 10 p.m. Central Standard Time to midnight, give or take. So, give me a second. If anybody wants to actually sub themselves, I'll drop the link here real quick. When you sub, your name turns green. You get the cool little logo next to your name. Kingpins is blue because he's a mod, but you'll see some of the other guys. Just doing my part. Thank you, Crazy. I greatly appreciate it, Be Crazy. Good to see you again, my friend. And thanks for the memberships, man. That's fucking awesome. I love seeing that number go up. That right there, watching that go up is always the cool thing. So, thank you for the super chat. And so there we are. We kill it. But my name is already in green. That's fair, Bernardo. And you're the main mod over there on Twitch. So, always appreciated. All right, so there's those fights, and that death. This is the second account. Same path. Regen definitely would have made the difference, especially since it was only at 17. I think I would have got her. I think I would have killed her in time. Like I said, it was roughly another 5 seconds worth of fighting, I think. So here's a little bit on these fights. Same fights that we had on the main account. Different account, different attackers. So I was instructed to use Nova here. Looking back, there's a large part of me that thinks I should have saved the Nova for Absorbing Man. Even though I wouldn't have been able to parry. That would have been the thing. I think when the planner was looking at it, he thought to himself, at least with Incinerate, you can then parry and go from there. But we'll see what happens here. This fight, pretty simple. Same thing that we saw with Mojo. The only difference is I do have to worry about MD because the placebos can fuel MD. So I got to keep that in mind. But Wiccan is not a large health pool. Nova, as you can see, just chewing away. I was really worried about his MD ticking off and possibly pushing him, so playing super safe and sitting back, and as you can see, stupidly quick fight. Stupidly quick. This is the node that I died to with Domino, so same thing. You got to worry about shock, everything else, but we've got Zemo on the node. So we're going to go ahead and throw on some boost. We're going to throw a little Hulkling / Corvus food. I only went with a 150 return on this one, mainly because I wasn't so worried about going back-to-back L2s, because the way I play Hulkling, I want to set it up. Jedi, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Sig is not a big thing for Human Torch. So I really don't have to worry about the placebo too much. All I want to do right here is just keep everything set up. For me, it's just kind of setting the table. We want to get everything set up. My big thing is get myself in a position where I can throw an L2 while unblockable. So there's my L2. Go ahead, let's get him to bait. Oh, it didn't kill him. I was thinking... No, I ran 2 L2s here. He didn't want to throw that. There you go. Needing to go back and block. And that's going to be all she wrote for him. There you go. Got a little dicey when I got pushed up against the wall. I was a little worried. But it worked out. Guardian Sig 200 would have had a better chance. Doom had the chance. I mean, Doom should have killed her. There's just nothing about it. Doom should have killed her. So again, we're gonna have Human Torch. Don't have pre-fight, so we're gonna swap things out. We're gonna change some boost. Business text. Invuln, and let's go to work. Be crazy. Hold on, bud. So right here off the get-go, I feel good. Pretty decent control. You know, his regen is definitely something you got to maintain. I throw L1 here. I was concerned about throwing an L2 just because if you don't time it right, you can accidentally end up stunning yourself. So here you refuse to throw the L1.
How do you stun yourself there?
What's that?
How do you stun yourself there?
Because, so, here, let me pause it so I can tell you. So, Human Torch can accidentally stun himself. So, if you, depending on when you throw that, the stun is going to take effect from the back end of the special 2. You know, when you put him in a stun from your L2?
Right.
So, if that was to happen before, so like let's just say that you throw it as that timer's coming off cooldown, the stun hits before your incinerate off the back end of the L2. So you'll actually stun, get stunned, then your incinerate hits and will remove the node off of him.
Oh, sorry, because of the node. I thought
Yeah.
it was something absorbing man's kit.
No. So the node has the stun reversal. So you got to have them either incinerated or poisoned. It drops the shield. Then you have a time period to which you can parry them. You know, here is the other thing. And when I dueled, I knew that he did damage through the block. I didn't pay really enough attention to how heavy it was. I probably should have looked at that a little bit more. Just because I could have, you know, eating some blocks and getting some parries. Because you got to remember, if you stun them, I think the damage goes up 200%. Or something ridiculous. It's pretty heavy. And as you can see here, I'm kind of just tinkering around in the 60% range. Why didn't I punish the special one? Well, I mean, I hit him. I was a little nervous about throwing heavies. And to be fair, early on, I thought to myself, okay, I got him melting enough by just constantly keeping the incinerate on him that I was going to be able to get him to just kind of chew through his own health. And that was my game plan. And it goes fine until... well, you'll see here in a second. So again, I'm throwing special one, just keeping temperature up. And really, I should heavy there, didn't. And we're down to 48. So again, we're chewing through his health. We're getting what we want. He's up a little bit. And here's where it goes bad. Whammo, death. Just like that. So, I'm dexing. I felt like I threw a dex here, but it registers as a parry. And kind of going back off the paying attention to where you're at in the fight. As you can see, the stun shield is up. I'm dexing. And I go to dex. Instead, it throws a parry. He punches through. And then right before my stun comes off, he throws his L1. and finish it. So, I mean, he 3 hits. He literally 3 hits me. He doesn't do a full combo, which would have probably saved me as well. I don't think he full combos. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah. Matter of fact, he just 2 hits. So. He kisses it. He kisses the ball, Bernardo. If you punished his first special one, that fight's over. Did I not punish the first special one? I didn't know of one that I didn't really punish. Maybe I didn't. This is one fight I didn't get a chance to really look over much. When you say punish, are you talking like with a heavy or... Because, I mean, I landed my attacks right after. I didn't really go after any heavies. I guess I could have charged up a heavy. You know, I thought about this, too. I could have went with special 3s, probably, instead of special 2s, and at least ran Nova Flame there at the end. Because, again, I wasn't really worrying about parrying. I was a little... You know, there I should have parried or countered that, but... Oh, never taking him out of form. Yeah, talking about heavying there, heavying him. Well, and again, I guess I looked at it and I felt like I was playing it safe. I wasn't really risking anything. I felt good about just keeping flames on him and being able to kind of just stay right on top of it. Because again, I'm chewing through his health. His health is constantly getting chewed through. I mean, I die. He's at 50%. I think I kill him. I don't see anything here that keeps me from killing him.
With Absorbing Manner, if you do push him to the special 2 and he's hitting into your block, isn't that going to help you keep your temperature up easier?
Well, yeah, but to be fair, it also, you lose your Incinerate. So my concern was keeping Incinerate on him.
Oh, because you didn't have Nova, yeah.
Correct. If I had Nova, it wouldn't matter. So that was kind of the kick to this is, and again, this is kind of play error on my side, and I didn't really think about it. I am be crazy, yeah, and I'm going to go back and read your deal. I saw it, but I didn't have a chance. I was busy. So my problem was I ran twofold, right? Was twofold. One, if you don't run Nova, you really have to take advantage of being able to parry and also putting him on his backside, as Rocky said after the special one. I probably played overly cautious. You can blame it whatever you want. Overly cautious, trying to make sure I didn't misplay anything there. And in return, it caused me to probably die. I still feel like I didn't parry that attack. It was very frustrating. I've been dexing, and yet suddenly I parry that. I hadn't landed a parry other than the very start of the game whenever it first landed. So just really odd for me to land a parry there, I guess was my thing. It's like I have no reason to parry. Obviously, the shield's been up. I know it's not down. It is what it is. It registered a parry and killed me. The flip side of this is I look at it, looking back on it, if I'm not going to parry, if I'm going to play the style that I did, I should have saved my Nova Flame for that fight over Wiccan. And that's probably the biggest thing that I messed up, if anything, is if you're going to play it the way I play it with a Nova because I'm not looking to parry. You just burn it, right? You intercept, you bait, you just load up on the Novas and let him just melt. If you're not going to do that, then you've got to play it better. You got to take him out of form. You've got to punish the special one with the heavy and then go on. And unfortunately, I didn't record the second fight because, to be very fair, I'm at 5 minutes. I closed it. I went and sat down somewhere else after wanting to take and put a hole through my wall. Sat down and did the remaining part of the fight and finished it. Got the remaining kill, but it was very, 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 very frustrating. It was a very frustrating day. 2 deaths that could have been avoided. 2 deaths that had been played a little bit better. Bruno said I didn't record it because the phone was in pieces after hitting the wall. I didn't throw it. I was very disappointed in myself. Because, again, it's not that I felt like I did anything incredibly wrong. I didn't. Again, it's not like I was like, oh, I'm going to throw a parry. I'm gonna parry this up here. And just didn't pay attention. I've done that before. So, I've learned that lesson. But instead, just making that goofy mistake, whether it's a bad input or whatever. At least it was 1 death per account. 2 deaths and 1 sitting hurts more. I mean, it does, but it doesn't fix it. I mean, it still drives me nuts. It was a game. It was a match that we probably could have won, should have won. So, yeah. Big Crazy said, I've had some trouble recently with controls for mobiles. I've had my right thumb and wrist in a splint, so very limited movement. Too many accidental screen touches. Nice. Always got to look on the bright side. There was nothing really bright about this. It was a very sad moment. It was a situation that was very depressing, to be very honest with you. Very, very bothersome. So, yeah. Calvin says, I feel like you wasted the pre-fight ability on Wiccan, and if you used it here, you would have made it. And I don't disagree, and that's, again, kind of back to the whole, had I played it differently, maybe. There's many different ways to look at that. And Rocky's right. Had I punished... What's that?
What node was Wiccan on?
Section 2, Path 2, first fight. So that's what, 31? Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that's placebo and something else. The nodes there are nothing major.
You just want to melt that fast just because he's not buffing you. So
yeah.
See the reasoning there. But.
Yeah, no, I mean, and Faith's right. Faith made the call on that, and it makes sense. It's logical. It's there's nothing wrong with that call. And on top of it, you wouldn't normally use it on Absorbing Man because you want to apply the Incinerate. You want to be able to parry. You want to be able to, and again, not thinking, had I been thinking about running the parry, breaking form, keeping him situated, I could have parried more. I could have, in return, really broke him down better, But instead I played worried about that, and I seen it pop up, Rocky. So, yeah, very, very, very frustrating. But I'm 90% sure Wiccan's not incinerating me, and I know he's not. It's armor break and reverse controls.
Not, yeah.
So, I mean, I could have killed him just as easily. Matter of fact, I probably could have let... here's the thing. Wiccan could have hit him my block, could have turned on Nova that way and melted him that way. A lot of things that could have, should have, would have. Looking back on it now is great, but unfortunately it's not going to change what's already been done. We lost the war. We can go take a look at it. By 4 attack bonuses. 486 to 490. They died 5 times. We died 9. So. What's up, Joe? Good to see you, bud. BG1 with 3 deaths, BG2 with 3 deaths, and BG3 with 3 deaths. Very balanced results, but not what you want. Very frustrating. Very, very, very. Rocky says I sent to my AB fight. Let's go take a look. Oh, you want me to play it? We can bring it up.
Watch for some Rocky.
Recently started playing Battlegrounds this week and enjoy it. You play Battlegrounds? I do. Battlegrounds is fun. It's good times. It's what am I comparing here? 5-star. Oh. That was last night. He was talking about Herc versus King Groot. 5-star versus 6-star. Yeah, huge difference. 6-star is so much better. Oh, hold on. Let's get ready to pause. Okay, it's up. Yeah, I've got it. Soulsman had a badass mini fight. Brought in Odin Synergy and Owen Man on Hazard shit. And Owen Mayu. M-A-U. Who is M-A-U?
Ma.
Oh, it's supposed to be Maw. Yeah, Maw on Hazard Shift with Void. Well, Maw is actually M-A-W. I was a little confused. I was like,
I
who?
wasn't reading, so when you said it,
All right.
Get EQ done for the month.
I need to get it done. I haven't done any of it. I hate it.
I can rank 4 another champ if I can get it done. So.
I think I still got to rank 4 on both accounts. Maybe 2, if not 3 on one of them. Yeah, I've got at least 2. Yeah, I got 2 on the DK account. And assuming I don't have any stones left. Rank up stones. Oh, why did it? Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, so we got some Rockies fights. Was this against JA, Rocky? I didn't see.
No, I think this was a previous war.
No, this was JA.
Was it?
Yeah, I know some of the names. All right, so we got Nick versus Spot. Let's take a look at that fight. Good intercept. Dude, it scares the bejesus out of me. I'm looking down at the bottom, and I see that stupid signal for Wi-Fi issues. And it's just like, why? Like, come on,
His
Kabam.
phone hasn't got back to normal since he was on that boat.
Had a little bit of issue backing up there for a hot second. Rocky's like, screw this protection. You just die. Die. Protection, what protection? You're not protecting against this. Whammo. All right, so he's got Absorbing Man. This is Mighty Charge. So we've got Nova on it. Yeah. Rocky's like, it didn't matter. Protection means nothing to me. Yeah. So we're laying down some Nova Flames. The activated form. Job, put him back on his butt, take it away.
I was lucky he didn't.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
That.
Whew. Whew. Little dicey there at the end, but gets through it and whammo. We'll take it. It was a kill. And I do see what you're saying. And I know putting him on his butt after the L1 really was the play. But what rank is that? Torch Rockies is what? Rank 4? Rank 3? I don't know.
He's probably
I believe so, but don't quote me. Yeah, Cena was dead. I mean, that was the thing. It's one of those things where as long as you can continue to put pressure on them there is no death. Rank 4, yeah. It's kind of one of those moments where it's like, as long as I don't give him an opening, I can't die, so. Where's BG1 at? Guys are moving through. Be Crazy, you still around? You were asking about Twitch. I didn't know if you found it over there. If you go to Twitch, it's literally Slice 'em Gaming as well. Pretty easy to find. All right. So yeah, so that was my frustrating fights. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It is exactly what it is. It was super frustrating. Super frustrating. In my opinion, Hercules is the best champ in the game. And you're correct. Hercules is the best champ. Hercules is an absolute monster. I felt like you in that Absorber Man fight, blocking a lot to be safe, watching the meltdown. I mean, that's just it. I felt like I had the fight. That's what frustrates me, I think, the most, Rocky, is I felt like I knew that I had him set up. The fight was going the way I wanted. Yes, it has stalled a little bit, but I knew that I was going to be able to continue melting him the rest of the way. It was a calculated, nice, smooth run. And I guess maybe the IDOOM fight kind of sets in your head there because I'm thinking to myself, don't push it. You don't have to do anything crazy. You know, there's no sense in rushing the kill. You've got him. You're melting him. You're watching his health drop. You're pacing everything right. There's nothing wrong here. Just get the good solid kill and we're good. And then, you know, you turn around and drop the ball there and whatever you want. I land a parry, however you want to put it, and then you get dropped. I mean, even then, once the parry landed inside my head, I thought to myself, I've got myself an invul. I got a way of protecting myself a little here, and then boop. Slicing my slept crap back-to-back days again. I think it's because SU1 lost in war. It's affecting me. I hope. Maybe that's it. Good reason. What's up, Billy? Good to see you. Billy, your name is Green. You can thank Brian, Be Crazy. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but Be Crazy gifted, 5? Yeah, 5 subs to the chat, so it was pretty crazy. Yeah. It was super, super frustrating. Again, both of my fights were fights that I felt could have easily been solos, and instead I just dropped it. Just really fucked up. part of what makes him so great is his kit is relatively easy to use compared to some champs. I got a 4-star Herc like 2 months ago, and I gave him Awakening Gem, took him up to 640, and maxed him out. He's become one of my favorite champs, and with great reason. He's a monster. Learn how to play him, and like you said, he's easy to learn. So, Bugs isn't even an officer. He'll be, you know what? I'm going to let Bugs be your officer, though. Bugs, you get to be Alex's officer when he comes to SGA 1 at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will build you spreadsheets, Alex. Don't ask me to be your officer.
So we dropped to Plat 1, rank 2, and that puts us just outside of Masters yet again, but plenty of fights, plenty of ways to still end up in the Master race, and the Master push here. We've got really good shot of getting there, so. Meanwhile, me doing the most boring fight ever, Mephisto versus Cersei. Nguyen is 3rd, PBT is 2nd. Interesting. So I take it you ended up losing to PBT, by the way, Booster. That's who they were playing, I thought. TCN, LVT. I mean, here's what sucks is I'd say you put us against any of these alliances, we can play with them. We got a good shot of beating them. Very frustrating start to the season. But great news is we've got 5 wars left, and anything can happen. There's no doubt in my mind. We've got great odds of still finishing in that Master tier. So, Booster, what are you laughing about? We held the lead for a solid few hours and started dying and dying. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. My frustration's stupid high. It's really hard to really want to do anything else. Your favorite alliance is first? GT40 I have no beefs with. I like GT40. They don't bother me. I don't really know PBT. Oh, they're not in first. They're just in that top 10. My favorite alliance is 15th, Plat 1. Who is that? Now I'm gonna go look. Zen? Zine? Whatever? $16th. Oh, Warpath? Interesting. So frustrating. So frustrating. My favorite ally is Plat 1, number 25. I can tell you right now, I'm about to throw you both out. Should be... Oh, Avalanche. Your boy Bureau went there. Booster's laughing. Uh-huh. Wrong favorites. All right. Yeah, that's Alex stirring the pot for you. I don't even want to do these side quests.
I haven't touched the side quest yet. Next month, the side quest is supposed to be something inside of the incursions, though.
Interesting. If you're talking about Bug Eyes is awfully silent. silent, you know.
I don't have a lot to say.
Got to get him used to talking more. Zip it, Bernardo. I hate losing any at all. Hate it. By the way, your Twitch team is losing. And now they're losing drastically in the membership count. Somehow we dropped over on Twitch and, well, Be Crazy threw us up over on YouTube. Oh, crap. I gotta hit accept. Great rewards, T6, shards, plus 5-star relic, sig. So, for what, Rocky? What? I guess I'm confused. Boom, 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 boom.
Maybe the side quest.
That's very possible. No, yeah. Yeah, but the side quest is what he's talking about. That would make sense. We're not throwing a hissy on it like so. Yeah, that's me. I hate losing.
Alright, man, I just finished this path, so I'm out for the night.
All right, Bugs. As always, thanks for coming, hanging out, chatting on the mic. Guys, say thanks to Bugs. He's heading out for the night. Thank you so much, buddy. And we're going to work on making you learn to talk more and more and more. Don't worry.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. The more you hang out, it just kind of starts happening. Matter of fact, you know what? I got a project for you coming up. And this is something a lot of the guys will enjoy. I think what we should do, and I'll have you help me start working on building it all up and getting it ready to go. But let's look at, I think we can look at doing another run of our rankings. So I've got a couple of ranking systems that we can put into place that would be fun and exciting. For a couple things. So I'll go back and show you. Matter of fact, when you get free, I'll go over it with you tomorrow. But if you want, you can go back, look at the old streams. There's a playlist, I think, actually, of the Slice 'em Gaming rankings. You can see the old ones, and we'll kind of do something like that. But we can work on how we want to build the sheets.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun one. Then we got to figure out who our council will be, but that'll be another.
If it's for like war season stats and stuff, I've got something built out similar to that already.
Oh, it'll be different. I got a couple things. I got a couple ideas. So, all right, we'll get together.
Okay. All right.
Bugs,
Bye, guys.
thank you, my friend. We appreciate it. Be good.
You too.
Hey, good night, KP. See you, buddy. KP earlier was like, "Are we giving away a free car?" Not yet. Maybe not a free car. Not yet. I want to know why I never have a timer. Does anybody else have this issue? Does anybody else notice I never have a timer for BGs? kidding me? You heading out, Rocky? Yeah, it happens quite often. Okay. It's not just me. No, I never have a timer. I have no idea why. No timer. It's annoying. Stupidly annoying. Slice and I'll change my sleep schedule to match Garfield the cat. Garfield the cat. Okay. It's a cat. It's Garfield. Good job, Sly. I'm going to start it off right. God, mother. How stupid? How stupid do you got to be, Sly? Stupid. Ah, my neck. And we come down to round 3. Should have been a win. Thought about it, Rocky. Thought about it. It's interesting. I'm curious how Captain Marvel will do. I mean, she's got an armor break. He's got a land that's... I thought about throwing Arcus on defense, but then he had Torch, and he also had... Really, Torch was my main fear there, but... It was Rocky, yeah. No different than not thinking about throwing the energy damage to Torch. Which I couldn't really use Arcus. I get, well, Mojo would have fed him. No real good counter. outside of I Doom. Which then if you threw Arcus on attack, you've got Torch on attack. Which forces maybe a different defender on his end. I don't remember who he had left. Sunspot. I mean, Doom beats Sunspot. He would have probably used Marvel on defense. To which then I guess he could have used Mojo on attack. I do. On this account, I do. To be fair, I need to go through and really mess with my... Yeah. To be fair, I probably need to go through and play with my deck. I haven't really messed with it. I just really kind of come in and fucking throw champs at it. I'm shocked she didn't kill him. What's up, Pippi? Good to see you, bud. By the way, guys, don't forget if you got Amazon Prime, you can sponsor the channel for free over on Twitch. Jump on Twitch, link your Prime account with your Twitch account, and you can sponsor the channel. Pretty simple. Bug said, I had to leave to play with my quote-unquote deck, too. You know, it's the best of everybody. You know, it happens. Yeah, so anyway, don't forget, if you got Amazon Prime, you can sponsor the channel for free over there on Twitch. I won't mention any names, but I'm staring at you, Bugs. It dropped off. You gotta be mindful of that, but that's it. Don't have to, but I mean, we can always remove you. Where was I? Oh, we're waiting on a match. Oh, you did at one point in time. It must not be set up on auto renew. You're one of the 3 that dropped off of the 5. Hippie says, tough death against Domino War. Super tough. Hippie, where'd you see it at? Did you watch it here or did you watch it somewhere else? Now I'm curious. I have no idea. Let's ban Tigra. We'll just take his top 3. I don't have any of those in my deck. I don't remember, Bugs. You should be able. It's already tied. You should just. There should be like a. Someone in SGA 1 has an alt. Has their alt in the ally. Which ally are you in, Hippie? And then I can probably figure out who the alt is. Should be able to just click sponsor or something like that. It should ask if you want to do it with your Amazon Prime. It's called 29. Ooh, I have no idea who that is. On the 3rd. Oh, I bet today is the 3rd. I bet it auto renews then maybe at midnight or something goofy. Who's the player from SGA 1? What's their line ID? Now I'm curious. My curiosity. He has no cosmics. Okay, let's go. At least that's the ally tag. Which player of mine is playing there on an alt? Now I'm curious. Oh, Itachi? Yeah, he's a good dude. Itachi. Good player. Well, that was nasty. Hey, night, Rocky. We're gonna go 3, so he's kind of well. Yeah, he's a great player, and he knows the game really well. Really, really well. I can't believe Terex killed that. Whatever. Who was Itachi? BG1. You mean Corn? Don't be mean, man. Don't be mean. Poor Itachi. Poor Itachi. He earned it. That's fair, but why not push to now 3? Cortachi. Gorgatachi. I'm dead. Great job, Sly. Kind of makes me wish I would have ran Hall clean. I really thought he would kill that fight fairly clean, so oh well. Womp, womp, womp. Maybe he says I'm taking Groot to rank 3 for BGs. Of course, we don't have a timer, which makes this a little more worrisome. Yo, what's up, Kata? Where is the timer? I don't know. The timer hates me. I hate you, Bernardo. But you can make that a poll. Do you want to take bets on it, Bernardo? Take some bets? Shall we bet on it? I'm always up for a good bet. What's up, Kata? Good to see you, bud. What's up, Billa? Billa's on my watch here for a while. Welcome, welcome. It's okay. We can always bet. Hey, Billa hitting the sub button with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it there, Billa. Thank you, my friend. He hits the follow, hits the sub. I like it both. Remove. Let's test this out a little bit. All hail to the leader. Yeah, it was a terrible leader last tour, man. That's the problem. Man, I feel like the worst leader ever. I feel terrible. Very depressing. It made my day rather shitty. All right, let's see what we can do here. Ban. Ban. And let's ban Nimrod. Does he have any other mutants? What's he got for mutants? Okay, I'm good with that then. Let's ban those. He bans. Okay, that's good. Takes her. Give me that and that. Eh, not really. It should have never happened like that. I hate losing. Hate it. This will be interesting. There's no real good. I have no good counter. I can't believe I didn't get any of my main science champs. It's a long fight, but it should be doable. Jump back. Time out. Unreal. And that worked out. Hello, I'm a big fan of losing. Sly knows better. YouTubers could not handle your awesomeness in BGs, and we are tied now. What? What are we tied on? I'm so confused, Bernardo. Oh, 3-3 on viewers, yeah. Well, they're still killing you on subs, though. Okay. Well, this is interesting. And you're now losing again, by the way, Bernardo. 3 to 12 in subs, 3 to 4 in viewers. You can blame Brent. Brent said he should be back here soon. I talked to him the other day, though, for real. Forgot about the way her heavy went. No! Woo! Does she have something stopping the degen? I have not looked into Mantis much, but geez. The degen should have killed her. What's up, Jose? Oh, I fucking sucked. That's what. Next week, he said, okay. Yeah, I talked to him. I was concerned. I was a little worried about him, so. Do. Jose, looks like SGA3 finally filled back up. You guys are starting to run again. Saw you and Schaefer killing it the other day. So I was excited to see. Yeah, coin up. Boy, I really don't like this guy's deck. I don't know why. Yeah, I had a lot of guys bail on us, but the great news is a lot of hardcore guys stuck around, and now I feel pretty good about where we're going with the team. If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. Rookie, what kind of stupid idea is that? There's second, and third, fourth. Starbucks says, did you get ranked in BG's last season? No. I mean, our main thing has always been alliance stuff. I've never really paid attention about my single rewards. We normally finish top 20, top 30, give or take. By the way, welcome to the chat, Starbucks. Good to see you again. Damn it, if I didn't just fuck that up. Oh, that didn't push me to the L2. That's irritating. No, it's a win. That shouldn't have been, though. Should have never got hit. Should have never got hit. But, oh well. A win, 'tis a win. We'll take. Oh, shit. We'll take it. I'm assuming to a Sauron. Bernardo, that'll be moving me to gold 1, by the way. Bella. Good to see you recovering using iDoom again so fast. It wasn't iDoom's fault. It was all player error, man. Total player error. I screwed the pooch, not iDoom. It wasn't his fault that I played bad. Nothing to do with the champ. All to do with the player. Every bit of it. I'll shoulder that blame in a heartbeat. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Stupid orange peel. Not really stupid, it was delicious, but yeah. Acknowledging is the first step, so they say. Acknowledge I just beat your deal. I'm gold 1. You were worried about it, so thought we'd go ahead and do it. Da 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 da. Oh, my goodies. Yay! The better question is, where's they put me on points? Oh, dang it, we got level up going. We're at 310, okay. Does that max it out? Or is it 350? Okay, so we maxed out our BG rewards. That's good. I think I've already bought, 2 days into the store resets, so we're good. Okay. All you needed was that prediction push. It's just focusing me to make me focus. I don't want to focus, though, Bernardo. I was being perfectly happy just sitting there, tiddling around in Battlegrounds. Doing nothing. Focusing is very hard for me right now. I focus in a lot of places. Matter of fact, after this one, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, damn it, that already messed up. Are you kidding me? Why does that work that way? I'm going to have to Google this. I need to fix some stuff. I need to just get all this stuff fixed. Oops, didn't mean to click that twice. There's the Discord link. That's what I was actually trying to hit, but oh well. By the way, don't forget, if you got Amazon Prime, you can sponsor the channel for free over on Twitch. Go over there, just link your Amazon Prime and all that stuff, and bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Okay, who are we going to ban? Who's he got for mutants? Nobody that really Domino. APOC. Okay, none of that's really concerning. Ban Nick. Yeah, that's not who I wanted to ban, but okay, it'll work. Nimrod. Does he take Domino? Let's see. Oh yeah, don't forget, we got TikTok. Go check it out. Follow it. Like it. Do that thing. Do that thing. Golly, we are mimicking our draft. Is he doing this on purpose? I'm really confused. Dude, I'm starting to really question this. If he thinks Overseer, then it's just like science. Oh my god, he did. wild. It's kind of crazy. I have to believe he throws Nimrod. What? Okay, whatever. See what happens. I really expected to see Nimrod as the attacker. That's a win. Wow. Didn't expect that. I really expected him to throw Nimrod. I mean, he can't beat me at this point. He would have had to finish faster. We finished at 100% health. It's wild. I mean, he finished at 100% health, but a lot longer fight. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, who does he throw as his defender? Nimrod. Got him. There we go. We'll take another one. Billy, you're funny. Just you wait, Billa. All right, there's another win. Four days. So there we go. We got on a good little win streak there for you there, Bernardo. We had a lot of losses there for a while. God, terrible losses. All right, it has come that time, though. It has come that time. It has come that time for tonight. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. As always, 4 days to reach what? Vibranium? As many points as I can. But I think I can probably hit Vibranium, too, I think. Bernardo, thanks for being a mod over there on Twitch and now forcing me to follow up on my focus here. Super Chats, Be Crazy. Be Crazy, not only did he do that, but he also threw in some other good stuff. Followers, Billa and Peanut, thanks for doing that. Subs, Billa over there on Twitch. Thanks for subbing for me with your Twitch Prime. I greatly appreciate it. Sponsors, Miso, Ace, Billa, Marco, and King Kai. To be fair, all 5 of those actually came as gifted subs from Be Crazy. So Be Crazy if you're not watching. Well, I hope you catch this at some point. If not, I'm going to make sure you get it. Thank you for gifting the subs. It means a lot to me. That's why you see the number 12 here for YouTube. New follow over there on Twitch as well, right here at the end. Madden Genius, good to see you, bud. Thanks for hitting the follow button. Greatly appreciate it. Quickly, Bren's health is low. Quickly, Bren is close to running out. Is no longer being the stream champ, stream boss. So that's interesting. I'm going to do a giveaway, I think, now just for all the gifts on the subs. So maybe Sunday night. Let's plan on Sunday night being a giveaway. Man, Genius says, I just opened a 6-star. What did you get, man? You caught me on my way out, but I'll stick around. I'm curious. So again, Be Crazy if you're out there, if you're watching, or if not. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Men says, I got Cersei. She's a great champ. She's an interesting champ. Really good defender. She's solid in battlegrounds. She can be easily beat nowadays. People have kind of gotten used to her. But she does require certain matchups, and she can be a little useful in offense if you know how to use her. I can't say that I really know her that well, but I have seen people put her to use. I'll put it that way. So, nice champ. And she's good for Alliance War defense. So, all right, with all that being said, I am getting out of here. Don't forget, guys, if you got Amazon Prime, you can sponsor the channel for free on Twitch. Just link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and then hit the sub button. Every one of those helps me out. It's not a requirement to hang out or do anything like that. It's just appreciated. So, all right, I'm getting out of here. Great job so far to all the SJ alliances. Everybody's setting pretty solid for wars. Glad to see everybody running again, up and going. So hopefully we can continue. So with that being said, I'm out of here. You guys take care. Have fun. As always, keep on gaming. Adios. Oh, and real quick, Bernardo puts up a good point. Don't forget, If you got TikTok, go follow us on TikTok. It's Slice 'em Gaming. Miso does all that. I'm on Twitch. Obviously, I'm on Twitter was the one I was going to say. You can follow me there on Slice 'em and Slice 'em Gaming. I'm going to try to do a better job of doing stuff with that and start building a couple different things up. So I'm getting out. Y'all take care. I'm out of here. Adios. I mean it this time.